Today's edition of Patriot Focus is one that will cover what's happening in less than 30 minutes. So if you're within 30 minutes, or maybe a little bit farther, you've got the Fine Arts Festival coming up at East High School today, and we're going to have a lot about that over this edition of Patriot Focus as we head into that event happening tonight at 6:30 in the A Circle. Go in the main entrance, turn right, go down to the library. The circle is around there. You'll be able to check out the Fine Arts Festival. Lots of music going on. Lots of things being painted as well, apparently, as you'll hear Principal Andy here talk about in a little bit. And you can even purchase some of those things, which leads to probably the funniest thing I've ever heard Andy say. So we're going to have all of that coming up on this edition of Patriot Focus here on 790 The Fan. Straight to Principal Andy Hare coming up next on this edition of Patriot Focus.
Here we are on Patriot Focus here on 790 The Fan talking about the Fine Arts Festival. And I've got a couple students here that are going to just give you so much information. Plus, you're going to just fall in love with them because they are great. They have great vision for the future for themselves. They have confidence. They're just wonderful, wonderful people. So I'm going to shut up now and let them tell you who they are.
Hi, I'm Finn Poston, and I design for bands in the Live Music Festival, and I also am in the jazz band and Addie and the Hounds, which you can see at the Fine Arts Festival.
I'm Addie Wilson. I am in the live music class. I help design for not only my band, which is Addie and the Hounds. I'm the lead singer, which, like Finn said, come see us on Thursday, and that's really it.
Yeah, well, that's just really it for that. You're so much more than that. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
Yes.
I'm in choir. I'm also in choir. I'm in choir.
Yes, you are, and I appreciate that. You know, if I sang like you all, I wouldn't talk. I would just sing. That's a fact.
I've heard it a million times.
Yeah, and I say that because I mean it. So you talk about design. What do you mean by design? Is that just something you do for live music, or is that something you're interested in?
That's actually something I want to do in the future. It encompasses like everything that we do, like bands for East itself. It's a very great representation of something like the product, the band, the people, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I love drawing, I love making art, and I love sharing this with like anybody. I don't know, I just love it.
Good. Okay, and you added, you mentioned it as well. Is there anything you want to add to it?
For me, the design factor is really, I draw, but for design, it's strictly for this class. But I do plan on doing something with singing, whether that be choir or maybe making a band and going famous one day. We never know.
Well, there you go. Well, if anybody could do it, you could. You mentioned this class, and it's our live music class, and we've had several segments on Patriot Focus about that. We've had Mr. Hines on. We've talked about that, all the great things that it provides. That is unique to East High School. Schools don't provide this opportunity, this platform to be able to express yourself the way we do. How does it make you feel?
I think that just makes me more proud to be a Patriot because I just like this class a lot, and I don't know if I could go without it in a different high school. And having this opportunity to not only be a part of around so many talented people and just participate so much in this like small community and like just be able to give so much to these people who can give so much back. It's great, and I don't know what I would do without it.
It helps you find your voice, doesn't it? Or find who you are.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I think that's great. What about you, Addie?
Like Finn said, it's surrounded me with so many amazingly talented people and such an awesome support group. And I think East is just, we're lucky to have a class like this and a principal to allow it. It's an awesome class because it allows students who may not enjoy like other things like sports or maybe even theater to allow ourselves to be seen outside of school, like with the Fine Arts Festival or with the talent show and just things like that where we can express and show people what we can do best.
And Battle of the Bands. Yeah. You know, this is what's really cool about this, because when we start this class, when you all come in, it's not necessarily it's the band's formed. It forms from within, correct? It's organic.
Yeah.
Like, With one of our bands, Gorehound, it was a continuation of last year, which I think Mr. Hines should be very, very proud of that, and everyone in the live music program, that it did stick through summer.
I would say that Gorehound's like a really great example of not only like a great friend group joining and doing something very good, but also like they have like done shows outside of school.
They do. Yep.
Like I make merch for them, and they've sold a lot of that, and it's like a very great example of something that can come successfully from this live music program.
Yeah.
I think we've sold upwards of, I think close to $400 worth of Gorehound merch. I'm the salesperson at these shows. So merch, like, it's just awesome because like bands that form in school, this is proof that they can do well and they can exceed and get bookings at actual places with other well-formed bands.
And what's beautiful about it is this, guys. You've got a band too. It's not like you're in competition with them. You work with them. It just, if one succeeds, we all succeed. That's what's beautiful about it. And you mentioned, Finn, being around this great talent. And you said it too, Addie. I've said it since, well, I went here, so I know it. I always say the music talent here is unlike any place I've ever been. There's so much talent here, both being able to sing, play instruments, whatever it may be, or combine it all. So this was a layer. Do you know the history of this class?
No, not actually.
Miss Lundeen, you remember her?
Yes, I remember Miss Lundeen.
Of course you do. Honestly, she's the brainchild originally of this because 25 years ago, she was thinking, how can I get more people interested in music? And this is where bluegrass came from, the bluegrass class. And it evolved into what we have today. And she was part of that. And I think that's beautiful because it shows that somebody, a veteran teacher, somebody had been doing this for a long time, still was willing to adapt and change and evolve to make the program better.
Wow.
You didn't know that, did you?
Really did not know that. I think that's really cool.
It is cool.
I didn't know it either. And I think another thing is, like, again with the singing, like, so, like, there are so many people here that I feel like either they don't know they can sing or they're scared to sing and they don't want to join chorus. And I feel like live music is a perfect way because you don't always want to sing Latin. I'm just going to be honest. You don't always want to sing these, like, hardcore different pieces with, like, 4 different parts with, like, harmony. Like, you just don't, sometimes you just want to sing, like, a song that you've heard on the radio.
I mean, and also I could probably say the same thing about band. Not everybody, like, wants to play an instrument, and also sometimes band has a bad rap. So, and I think it's, like, excellent so that you can go into these other places and just, if you can play guitar already, then you can do it, or you can learn. Like, for example, Chris with a K, he learned how to do it in this class last year, and now he's in Gorehound, and now they're super successful.
He's, like, one of the, not to be, like, Gorehound, like, booster, but, like, Chris is one of the best guitarists I think I've ever met, and he's been playing for, what?
A year. And that's what I have noticed about this. I've watched kids sit out there, start picking their way through it. And then by the end of the year, they're actually on stage performing. That's pretty inspirational. It's great stuff. So we've got Fine Arts Festival tonight, actually. After you listen to the show, head up to East High School. What are they going to see at the Fine Arts Festival?
They're going to see us perform. They're going to see Gorehound perform. They're going to see Imposter Syndrome, Zucosis, the Bluegrass Band, and the Jazz Band. And
the choir.
And the choir. I'm so sorry. And they're also going to see excellent art from the art program here and from the middle school. And
the elementary school.
And the elementary. It's just going to be great, and it's going to be super inspirational for anyone that wants to be creative. And I know that whenever I go, I always see stuff, and I go, wow.
Yeah. You know, Addie, I've bought stuff at this. I've got it. I have some of the artwork. Yeah, it's pretty special. Have you ever bought any art before?
I think I have.
Okay.
I think it was at a con. I think I bought from this guy who made prints. It was a sticker, but it was still his art.
That's cool. I felt so sophisticated buying art. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you for being on the show, and thank you for what you do, and thank you for finding your voice and having a place to be heard. Thank you for everything.
No problem. I love being here.
Thank you. I appreciate Finn for inviting me,
Absolutely. We'll hear more later on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan.
Back here on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan, want to point you to Monday as we're talking about the Fine Arts Festival that happens tonight at 6:30 at Sullivan East High School. We have baseball returning to 790 The Fan on Monday as the Patriots are going to play David Crockett. That will be at 5 o'clock. I'll be on at about 4:55, I should say, for Sullivan East baseball as they play Crockett in their third conference game of the 2026 season. That's going to be coming up on Monday here on 790 The Fan. Now, Principal Andy Hare has more for us about Fine Arts Night here on Patriot Focus.
Okay, Mike, here we are with an amazing group of young people here. This group started a year ago, and they've already lasted longer than most groups that are in mainstream already. But we're really fortunate here to have this rock band that started in our live music class that's still going strong today. They are not only going strong here at East, but out there in the community as well. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves and let you know what they do here.
My name's Steph. I play drums.
I'm Chris. I play lead guitar.
I'm Max. I'm the leader, and I play rhythm guitar.
I'm Jackie, and I play bass.
And together, you all are called...
Wow!
That's right, Gorehound. And you all started here in class, is that right, Max?
Yeah, we had a different drummer the first go-around, and then when school ended, we decided that we wanted Steph in the band because the other drummer just didn't really want to do anything outside of school.
And you all have stayed together ever since.
Oh, yeah.
So what's happened from this?
Well, we go out and we play shows amongst the local community. We play for Sadie Shredder and Yaff, and then I think we're making a difference in music.
Okay. Is this something you always wanted to do, or did you have an interest in music before?
I've always been in choir. I never really thought to pick up an instrument. Until this band, it really inspired me to want to do this because bass was just like a casual hobby for me. But the second I joined Gorehound, I was like, this is something I really want to do. It's something I want to pursue. It's something I'm really into. And I've met so many amazing people through this band.
Yeah. So it tapped into something there, didn't it? And so you were in chorus.
I was.
And so you got that music gene anyway. Max, what about you? You were involved in something else here before Gorehound, right?
Oh, yeah. I've been in live music since my freshman year. I was in band all throughout middle school and the first semester of my freshman year.
What instrument?
I played the flute in marching band.
Okay. You're musically inclined. Chris, what about you? Your story's a little different with instruments and music, isn't it?
Yeah, I started here in sophomore year. I picked up the instrument and knew nothing at all and made it a priority to learn as much as I could.
Yeah, I was talking about that with Addie and Finn, that just watching you guys like yourself just start picking it out, and then turn into what you've turned into. It's pretty special, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what led to that?
Just a dream of mine of wanting to put myself into something bigger than myself.
Oh, my gosh. You have crawled into my head, and you're preaching what I just tell everybody, that you're part of something bigger, and you found that. Did you have any other musical talents or interests prior to live music?
Beforehand, I didn't have any at all.
None. You didn't even sing in the shower, did you?
No.
I always tell people, well, they're going to get sick of me saying this. If I could sing good, I wouldn't talk. I just would sing. I said that to the last group. They've heard me say it too many times. But it's a fact. Steph, what about you?
I picked up drums about a year and a half to 2 years ago, right before I joined live music. I've always really enjoyed listening to music, and I've always dreamed of being in a band and being with people I really enjoy being around. Especially playing music with those people, it's a dream come true.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. And watching you all progress over time has been pretty special. Before this class, though, what were your interests?
I've always been really into art. I've always done really good in art, especially middle school and going into high school. Like, I've taken Mr. Hines' class several times, and I've always amazed myself at how much I can improve. And I think being in live music with Mr. Hines and everyone in there, especially Gorehound, I think I've really come a long way.
I remember last year during the Fine Arts Festival, you painted a painting in a frame that looked so real. It was like it was unbelievable. It was really, really cool. Do you get the same creative release musically as you do as an artist, as a painter?
They're very similar. I get the same satisfaction either way because I'm putting myself out there and like making a little spot for myself in a community.
I think that's really cool, and I think it's great you found that voice. And, you know, one thing I'm proud of here is this class, because I'm sitting here looking at you guys, and it's here because of you all. I've always said the music talent here is better than anywhere I've ever been, and you all have just shown that. So thank you, and thank you for taking this class so serious. What do you got to say to folks out there who are listening, who are wondering why they should come to East High School and go after their artistic dreams?
There's so many variety in the art classes we have. We have like media arts, which is mostly working with like digital art, and then there's the classic art classes where you do classic art, and then there's the music classes. And there's at least 3 different kinds of music classes you can take, and like 3 different kinds of just making art classes, and there's so much you can do. So there's something for everyone.
What about you, Jackie? What do you think about the artistic opportunities here?
You can do anything. You have so much freedom with the art here. Like Max said, there's so many classes. There's also like photography and stuff, and there's so many opportunities to showcase your art, like with the Fine Arts Festival coming up.
Yeah.
You always will have a way to show it, and there's always people who care about your art.
Well, Chris, what does that mean to you? You know, when talking about the people get to showcase your art, you're getting to showcase your art at the Fine Arts Festival, Battle of the Bands, and at the talent show. How does that feel, knowing that this is something you just picked up a year ago, and you get to shred in front of people?
It's really nice. I'm glad to be able to showcase what I've worked for in front of others and be proud of it.
I think so, too, and I'm glad you are. And, Steph, you've developed so much of your talents here through so many different mediums, and I appreciate that. So what's next for you?
I think just, especially after high school, I'm obviously going to keep playing music and exploring new mediums. Like right now I'm working with stained glass in Mr. Hines' room, and it's really coming together. There's just so many resources available here, and it's very nice to attend here.
Well, thank you. I'm very proud of you and what you're doing. What about the rest of you? What's the next step in the chapter of your all's lives?
I plan to pursue education. That's something that I was inspired to do here.
Yes.
With all the amazing teachers we have, like Mr. Hines and Mr. McReynolds, I know I definitely want to teach people things. And I want to pursue music. I'll probably be a music teacher. And I don't think I'd want to do that if I didn't go here.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. And the world needs great teachers. The world needs the best, and that's what they're going to get. They're going to get you guys, East graduates. What about you, Max?
Well, obviously, I have another year here. I'm the youngest in the band. But after that, I'm actually going to go be an electrician, work under my dad. But obviously, I'm going to still do Gorehound. I love my bandmates too much to not keep going.
All right, Chris, what about you?
My plan is to pursue music full-time, even if it's just selling records at a store.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that is awesome. So we got the Fine Arts Festival here to see these guys and gals perform this week, and that'll be tonight at 6:30. So after you hear the show or while you're driving here to East, come on in and listen to them. Do you have anything else to add about the Fine Arts Festival that we've not touched on?
$5 at the door and $1 in advance.
Okay, thank you. That's good. And all proceeds go to the arts at Sullivan East High School. And there's no better contribution or donation than you can make than to find people's voices through the arts. Guys, thank you all for being on the show.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, we're going to send it back to headquarters there here on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan.
Thanks, Andy. When you are going to East High School, make sure you keep it on 790 The Fan for tonight, as you'll maybe leaving there about 8 o'clock. We're going to have Nashville Predators hockey for you. They're going to be hosting the Seattle Kraken. That's coming up tonight at 8 o'clock here on 790 The Fan. More Patriot Focus coming up, so stay tuned.
Here we are on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan, talking to one of the key leaders of the Fine Arts Festival, chorus teacher, Mr. DJ McReynolds. DJ, welcome to the show.
Hey, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, well, this is filmed before a live studio audience. Well, what class is this?
This is Chorus 2 and 3, so this is our choir class.
All right, so they're the ones I busted the other day, the Sopranos, right? Yeah, they were singing. That was so good. It was really good. So why are you a chorus teacher? What sparked that interest?
So I joined choir when I got to college. I was a band kid all the way till I got to college, and then I joined the choir at ETSU and fell in love with how this kind of music makes me feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's what the arts are all about.
Absolutely.
Is tapping into that creativity that's inside and providing that vehicle to get it out.
Absolutely.
And it comes in many forms, right?
It does.
So because of that, we've got a little festival coming up. What is that?
So we've got the Fine Arts Festival on Thursday night. Our art program has an art show, and then our live music program, our bands are going to be playing, our choir is going to be singing. We've got a jazz ensemble from the band that's going to be playing. The middle school choir is going to be singing with us. So we've got a lot of different kinds of music that will be represented.
Why are the arts so important to a child's educational experience?
So the arts give kids a place to belong. I think that they would agree with me. It helps with literacy. It helps with test scores.
Yes.
It helps with so many things that are important to us in education. And it provides joy to people, which is really the main part of this.
It does. And even if you can't sing or if you can't dance or you can't draw, whatever it may be, or play an instrument, you still have a place in art, correct?
Absolutely. We can teach you.
That's right. You know, we've talked about it before with our live music class where kids are just in here picking at an instrument, and then by the end of the year, they're on stage performing. Same true can be said with chorus as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can have somebody that's never been in a choir before, and they'll join the group, and they'll feel great about themselves, hopefully, by the end.
Well, I'm going to find out about that because we got something coming up to celebrate the 250th birthday of the United States. What is that?
So we are doing a musical called Liberty. It's a celebration of the 250th anniversary. It's going to be East's choir, it's going to be Westridge's choir, and any faculty member from Sullivan County that wants to join us.
And so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, thank you. I know. And I learned this. If I can hear myself sing while I'm in a group, I'm probably singing too loud. You right? Okay, so that is really cool, and I think that's wonderful. And I think as Patriots, Sullivan East Patriots, it's wonderful that we're doing that celebration. But tonight, we're doing the Fine Arts Festival. So what is so special about this evening?
Just the fact that it's a mixture of all these different classes coming together to do one event for the community.
Yeah.
And all of the different music that you'll get to hear. You've got choir music and you've got heavy metal music. It's everything.
Everything in between. Yeah, that's right. Some of the artwork can be purchased, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to that. I've already went down there and looked at some of it. If you want to feel smart, like you're really intelligent, go buy art. Doesn't matter if you know what you're buying or not. You're like, oh, yes, I think I'll take that one. I like how the colors there speak to my soul. Whatever it does, but it does. That's the point. I do think it's great. I think all of us here need to be part of something in the arts. That's why one of the requirements is 3 credits of fine arts, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, but it's not just limited to what we think stereotypically is drawing or whatever. Art can be in many different forms, and you found a new way to get people to take these classes. Go ahead and talk to us about that.
Starting this semester, we have a piano class where you can come in, never played an instrument before, and learn how to play the piano, which is really awesome.
How's that class going?
It's going really well. The kids that are in it are picking it up really well, and I think they're enjoying themselves.
Oh, I know they are, and it's full. The class is full, and it's full next time already. So, great job. I appreciate that. You came to us from another high school, but you were educated in Sullivan County. Walk us through that journey.
So I went to Indian Springs, and then I went to Holston, and I went to Sullivan Central, and I loved my time in Sullivan County. I taught in Johnson County for 3 years before I was here, and loved the people there. They were great,
Sure.
But I wanted to be a little closer to home, and this is the best. I love it here.
I agree. And what makes it so special?
The people, the kids.
And that's what everybody says. I've got a button that says I love SE, and the reason is the people. It's just something about it. Mm-hmm. They're just different, better. I love it. You're just wonderful. So thank you. You've jumped right in and blended right in, and you seem like you're doing great. So much that you've also taken the bold steps of taking a trip over spring break with about 50 people.
We are.
Where are we going?
We're going to New York City.
New York City? The Big Apple. Why in the world would we go to New York, and who's going?
So we're doing this trip. It's a joint effort between us and Westridge. It's our musical theater and choir students. We're going to see some Broadway shows, and we're going to see some really cool museums, tourist attractions. We're going to do a workshop with the cast of The Great Gatsby on Broadway. So it's going to be a really awesome trip for our kids.
You're going to be working with the cast of Great Gatsby.
We are. Broadway, it's a dance and song workshop. They're going to teach them a song and teach them a dance and do a little performance at the end.
On stage in
Not
Broadway.
on stage. It's in a rehearsal studio, but that night we could go see the show.
That's still pretty cool.
Awesome.
You know, there's an alumni of East that works up there he's the chief costume designer for one of the shows, Matthew Torbett, alumni of East. We've got a long tradition of participation in the arts and theater especially, but this is just great. Well, I wish y'all the best, and I hope you have a great time. It's going to be fun, definitely. So what do you need to tell anybody to make sure that they sign up for one of your many awesome classes at East?
You can sign up for Choir 1, Choir 2, Choir 3. That's our choir classes. Intro to Piano or Piano 1 is our piano class. We've got musical theater in the fall. That's going to be great. And, yeah, do something in the arts.
Do something in the arts. It's pretty simple. Believe it or not, everybody thought of me as one thing, a one-trick pony. I was far more than that. When I was 16 years old, I was in theater. I wrote a play, a Christmas play, with a couple other people, and we performed it. Yeah, it was real dark. I don't know where my mind was at 16, but I did it. And I've written a song. I've written a book. I'm going to sing in a choir. I don't think we should ever limit ourselves. And even if we don't think we're good at something, hey, let's find out if we are. Let's try. So, yeah, thank you guys. Mr. McReynolds, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Mr. Hare.
Okay, Mike, that's going to wrap it up here on Patriot Focus on 790 The Fan. Can't wait to see you all soon.
Thank you very much, Andy, and all the guests we've had on Patriot Focus for today. Coming up, starting in just a minute or two, will be the Fine Arts Festival at East High School. I'm sure you can walk in a little bit after 6:30 since that's about to happen and check out all the things going on at the Fine Arts Festival at Sullivan East High School on Weaver Pike in Bluff City. We will return for another edition of Patriot Focus next week. It'll be spring break by then as Patriot Focus returns next Thursday at 6 on 790 The Fan.